Welcome everyone. So today we are going to be making pumpkin honey bun cupcakes. So the first things first, we're going to make our pumpkin pie spice blend. So for that we need 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. You can also always use like the pre-packaged stuff, but I don't have any on hand and I just like making it myself. So this is 1/2 tablespoon, that's why we're putting 3 of them to make 1.5 tablespoons. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. I have some fresh nutmeg here that I'm just going to microplane into the mixture. About 1 teaspoon's worth. I love it. And then to that we are going to add 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. This is 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm just going to use 2 of these. Beautiful. And then 3/4 of a teaspoon each of ground cloves and allspice. So this is 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to use it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. Now you can store this in like an airtight like something like a mason jar, like a container, and then use it whenever you want some pumpkins. Now in a bowl I have 1/2 cup of melted butter. You can also use vegetable oil if you want. To this I am going to add 2.5 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice mix, the one that we just made. This is 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm just gonna do 1, 2. That's 2.5 teaspoons. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of pumpkin puree. Now this isn't pumpkin spice, like the pumpkin pie puree. This is just plain old pure pumpkin puree. We're going to add that into our mixture. I also added 1/2 cup of sour cream, and I'm going to add 4 eggs to this. Let's get them here. It's gonna be super moist and delicious. Beautiful. Okay, just washed my hands, and now I'm going to mix this all together until it's all uniform and combined. Now in another bowl I just put some of this pre-made box cake mix. I got the classic yellow perfectly moist, and I placed it into a bowl, and I'm going to add all my wet ingredients. You could do this all in one bowl, but I used a smaller bowl originally and it wouldn't have been enough space, but it's okay. We're going to put on all our mixture and combine this, mix it well. Now in another bowl I have 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar and about 1/2 cup of walnuts. Now we're going to also add about 1/2 tablespoon of that pumpkin pie spice mix, and then mix this together. Now I have my cupcake liners here. I have just like an assortment of them, but I'm going to add some of this pumpkin batter. This is how we're gonna layer it. We're gonna add some of that, and then we are going to sprinkle some of this walnut brown sugar mixture in the middle, and then scoop in some more at the top. That looks so beautiful. and it smells just like fall. One of my favorite seasons. And I'm gonna do that for the rest of the cupcake tins. So I didn't end up using all of the brown sugar walnut mixture. I think next time I'll just do half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of walnuts, and then half a teaspoon of the pumpkin pie spice blend. So we filled our cupcake tin with all of the batter and the brown sugar mixture, and I have the oven preheating at 350 degrees. I'm gonna start off by baking them for 20 minutes, and then if I need more time, I'll increase the amount of time to bake them. It might go up to 30-35 minutes because everything's super moist, but we're gonna pop them in the oven. The honey bun glaze, I have 1/3 of a cup of powdered sugar, about half a tablespoon of that pumpkin pie spice mix that we made. I'm going to add like half a capful of vanilla extract, and then we're going to add our heavy cream. I'm going to start off with half a tablespoon and then mix that well, and if we need more more cream to thin it out, then we'll do that. I ended up adding about 2.5 tablespoons of heavy cream. I kind of want it a little bit liquidy and thin, and I'm not making too much glaze because I don't want the cupcakes to be too sweet. So we're just going to drizzle this over the cupcakes when they come out of the oven, and I have about 2 minutes left. I ended up putting it in for about 30 minutes. To make it easier to pour onto the cupcakes, I just took a glass, put a little Ziploc baggie over it, and then I'm going to put our glaze into the bag, and then we could just pipe it over the cupcakes. This will give us a little bit more control in how much icing or glaze to put, and it'll be sort of like honey bun cupcakes because honey buns have that little like icing topping. Beautiful. So they came out of the oven and it smells so yummy. I'm going to take my glaze, and I want to do this when it's hot. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on each, and then using a spoon just coat the top so the entire cupcake is glazed just like a honey bun. So I'm gonna do that all throughout, and it ended up being the perfect amount. So once they cool down, it'll have that kind of crackly icing look that a traditional honey bun has. I'm gonna remove these off the pan and let them cool on a wire rack. I hope you guys try it out. Enjoy.